If you're over 70, pause for a moment. Take a breath. And listen very closely. Because today's message might be one of the most important things you've heard in a long time. Most seniors believe an itch is nothing. Just dry skin. Just aging. Just the weather. Just another tiny annoyance to brush off. But what if I told you something different? What if I told you that certain itchy spots on your body, especially after the age of 70, can reveal hidden problems inside your organs, long before any pain or obvious symptoms show up? Yes, you heard that right. Doctors say that the body whispers before it screams, and for seniors that whisper often comes in the form of an itch. An itch that won't stop. An itch in a strange place. An itch that shows up out of nowhere. An itch that feels different this time. Recent medical studies have now identified 5 specific itchy locations on the body that can quietly signal early organ failure, dangerous circulation issues, autoimmune disorders, nerve deterioration, metabolic imbalance, and in some cases, the earliest stages of cancer. These warning signs appear slowly, quietly, subtly. And because seniors are used to discomfort, most people ignore them. They think, it's nothing. I'll deal with it later. It's normal for my age. I've lived with worse. But ignoring these particular itches can be a mistake. A mistake that can cost years of your life. Think about that for a second. Your body is constantly speaking to you. You just have to understand its language. And after 70, that language changes. What used to be harmless might now be a cry for attention. So today, I'm going to show you. Heavy checkmark the 5 most dangerous itchy places after age 70. Heavy checkmark what each one really means. Heavy checkmark how they connect to major diseases. Heavy checkmark and the steps you must take immediately if you notice them. Some of these itchy spots might surprise you. Some might scare you. But all of them can be life-saving clues if you know what to look for. So don't skip ahead. Don't click away. Stay with me until the very end. Because the answers you hear today could protect you, your parents, your grandparents, or someone you deeply care about. Let's begin. Let's start with one of the most common and one of the most dangerous itchy places on the body after age 70. Backhand index pointing right, your lower legs, the shins, calves, and ankles. If you feel a persistent itch there, especially one that keeps coming back day after day, listen carefully. This is not normal aging. This is not just dry skin. And it is absolutely not something to ignore. Doctors around the world are now warning that itching on the lower legs is often the very first whisper of a much deeper problem. A problem that can quietly shorten your lifespan without you even knowing. Why this itch is so dangerous. As we age, the blood vessels in our legs become more fragile. The arteries harden. The veins weaken. And the circulation slows down, way more than most people realize. When your blood isn't reaching your legs properly, something happens. Your skin begins to starve. It becomes thin, irritated, flaky, shiny, tight, and extremely dry. This dryness leads to one of the first signs of circulation failure. A deep, stubborn itch on your lower legs. An itch that lotions won't fix. An itch that returns even after scratching. An itch that often gets worse at night because blood flow slows even more when you're lying down. Doctors call this the silent signal of declining circulation. And when ignored, it can turn into something far more serious. peripheral artery disease, the hidden killer. This type of itch is one of the earliest signs of peripheral artery disease (PAD), a condition where the arteries in your legs become narrowed or blocked out if untreated. PAD can lead to leg ulcers, chronic wounds infections, nerve damage, blood clots, and even amputation. But here's the frightening part. Most seniors don't feel pain at first. They feel an itch. Just an itch. And that's why so many people ignore it until it becomes too late. A real story you need to hear. Let me tell you about Richard, an 82-year-old neighbor I once knew. Every family gathering, every birthday, every holiday, he was always scratching his legs. He'd laugh it off, saying things like, "It's the laundry detergent. My socks are too tight. The winter air dries me out. It's nothing, really." But it wasn't nothing. One day, his daughter noticed something. The skin around his ankles looked darker, shinier, almost glazed. She begged him to get it checked. When he finally did, the doctor delivered news that shocked the family. Richard had severe peripheral artery disease, and the blood flow to his legs had been dropping for months, maybe years. That itch, that tiny little irritation he ignored, was actually his body's early warning sign. The doctor told him honestly, "If you had waited a few more months, you might have lost your foot." Thankfully, Richard started treatment right away. He made lifestyle changes. He improved his circulation. And he avoided both ulcers and amputation. But he often says this one sentence to people his age: "If your legs are itching, your heart might be whispering for help. Don't ignore it like I did." What you should do right now. If you have persistent itching on your lower legs, especially if the skin feels shiny, the color looks darker or reddish, the area swells, the itch gets worse at night, wounds heal slowly, your feet feel colder than usual, do not guess. Do not self-diagnose. Do not wait until it gets worse. Get your circulation checked immediately. A simple test can detect blood flow problems long before pain appears. Your legs are trying to tell you something. Your body is sending a warning. And listening now could save years of your life. Now let's move to one of the most misunderstood and one of the most dangerous itchy places for people over 70. Backhand index pointing right, the scalp. Many seniors brush this off because the scalp is easy to ignore. No one sees it. It's hidden under hair. And for most of your life, an itchy scalp probably meant nothing more than dandruff or dryness. But after 70, this changes dramatically. Let me be very clear. A little dandruff is normal. A scalp that feels like it's on fire every single day is not. A scalp that itches so much you scratch without even realizing it is not. A scalp that flakes constantly is not. A scalp where hair is falling out in patches is not. In seniors, persistent scalp itching can be a sign of something much deeper going on under the surface. What an itchy scalp really means after 70. Doctors say that after age 70, a scalp that keeps itching, no matter what shampoos or oils you use, could be your body's early warning system. It may be trying to tell you that something is wrong with 1. Your immune system. Sometimes, the immune system becomes confused as we age. Instead of protecting you, it begins attacking your own cells, starting with the delicate skin on your scalp. This can cause burning sensations, redness, inflammation, sores, and hair loss. These are early signs of autoimmune diseases that can quietly damage your organs if ignored. 2. Your nerves. An itchy scalp can also come from nerve deterioration, something far more common in seniors. When nerves misfire, they send false signals to the brain. The brain interprets these signals as itch. Itch now. Scratch harder. Even when nothing is actually wrong on the surface. This type of itch cannot be treated with shampoos because the problem isn't in your skin. It's in your nervous system. 3. Your liver or kidneys. This is something most people don't know. If your liver or kidneys are struggling, toxins build up in the bloodstream. Your scalp is one of the first places those toxins create irritation. You may notice intense nighttime itching, dry patches, little bumps, or a hot, prickling sensation. Your scalp could be warning you that your organs need help. 4. Skin cancer, early stages. Many seniors assume skin cancer only appears on the face or arms. But early skin cancer often starts in the scalp, hidden under hair where it's rarely noticed. Signs include a patch that won't stop itching, a spot that bleeds when scratched, a sore that heals, then returns, a bump that feels tender or crusty. Because people rarely check their scalp, cancer here often goes unnoticed for months or even years. The story every senior should hear. Let me tell you about Janet, a 78-year-old woman who loved gardening and never complained about anything. For nearly a year, she had what she called a silly little scalp itch. It started small, just a bit of irritation. Then it grew stronger. She tried oils, conditioners, anti-dandruff shampoos, home remedies, and even switching pillows. Nothing worked. The itch became relentless. She scratched in her sleep. She scratched in the car. She scratched until her hair started falling out in small clumps. Finally, her daughter begged her to see a dermatologist. And the truth shocked her. Her immune system had started attacking her own hair follicles, an autoimmune disease that would have eventually damaged her organs if left untreated. The doctor told her, "If you came 6 months later, your condition could have spread far beyond your scalp." Early diagnosis saved her hair. And possibly her life. Signs: your scalp itch is a warning. If you're over 70 and you notice any of the following: heavy checkmark flakes that keep coming back, heavy checkmark redness or warm patches, heavy checkmark hair falling out, heavy checkmark sores that don't heal, heavy checkmark patches that bleed when scratched, heavy checkmark itching worse at night, heavy checkmark new bumps or rough spots. Do not assume it's shampoo. Do not assume it's dryness. Do not wait for it to go away on its own. Your scalp is one of the earliest places where your body sends warnings. You just have to listen. What to do? If your scalp itch lasts more than 1 to 2 weeks, please get it checked by a doctor. A simple exam can detect autoimmune disorders, nerve issues, organ stress, infections, and skin cancers, long before they become serious. Your scalp may be hidden, but its warnings are not. If you're still here, comment #2, so I know you're watching and taking care of yourself. Now we move to one of the most overlooked but deadly itchy areas in seniors. Backhand index pointing right, your midsection, the belly, the waistline, and the lower back. At first, it feels harmless. A mild tickle near the stomach. A little irritation around the waist. Maybe a bit of dryness on your lower back. Nothing painful. Nothing dramatic. Nothing that seems urgent. But for people over 70, this kind of itch can be the very first whisper of liver trouble, long before pain appears, long before symptoms become obvious, and long before blood tests reveal anything dangerous. That's why doctors call it the silent liver alarm. Why the midsection itches when the liver struggles. Your liver is one of the hardest working organs in your entire body. It cleans your blood, filters toxins, breaks down medications, digests fats, balances hormones, and regulates energy. But when the liver becomes overwhelmed, damaged, or inflamed, something happens. Toxins start building up in your bloodstream. And when your blood becomes polluted, your skin reacts. Especially the thin, sensitive skin around your belly and waist. Itching in this area is not random. It's not just dryness. It's not irritation from clothes. It's your liver sending a message in the only language it can. Itching, especially at night. The science behind this, liver itch. Here's what medical researchers found. When the liver struggles, bile acids rise in the blood. Toxins circulate instead of being filtered. Inflammation increases. The nerves under the skin become irritated. Where does this irritation show up first? Backhand index pointing right your midsection, the center of the body. That's why seniors with liver stress often describe the same pattern. Itching that worsens when lying down. Itching that feels deep, not surface level. Itching that moves from belly to waist to back. Itching that doesn't improve with lotion or creams. This is because the problem isn't in the skin. The problem is in the bloodstream. Signs that your itchy midsection is a liver warning. If you're over 70 and you notice itching around your abdomen, pay close attention to these additional signs. Heavy checkmark itching worse at night. Because your liver works harder when you rest. Heavy checkmark yellowish skin tone or eyes. This can be a subtle form of jaundice that many seniors overlook. Heavy checkmark dark or tea-colored urine. A strong sign that bile is not being processed correctly. Heavy checkmark pain or pressure on the right side of your belly. Even mild discomfort could indicate the liver is inflamed. Heavy checkmark loss of appetite or unexplained fatigue. When the liver slows down, your whole body slows down. Heavy checkmark bloating around the stomach. Fluid buildup is a late-stage sign that can start with simple itching. These aren't random symptoms. They are a pattern doctors recognize instantly. Why seniors ignore this warning, and why they shouldn't. Many seniors shrug off midsection itching because it's just dry skin. It's the heat. I scratched my stomach. It will go away. It's nothing at my age. But liver disease in seniors rarely starts with pain. It does not start with dramatic symptoms. It starts with something small. Something easy to ignore. Something like an itch. This is why so many older adults lose precious years of life to liver-related conditions that could have been caught early. A common story doctors see every day. Doctors often describe the same heartbreaking scenario. A senior comes in complaining of, "I've had this belly itch for months. It drives me crazy at night." After tests, they discover the person has advanced liver inflammation, something that could have been treated earlier if that small itch was taken seriously. And the senior always says, "I thought it was nothing." But it wasn't nothing. It was the first warning. What you should do right now. If you're over 70 and you feel heavy checkmark persistent itching in your belly or waist. Heavy checkmark itching worse at night. Heavy checkmark dark urine. Heavy check mark yellowish skin. Heavy check mark unexplained fatigue. Heavy check mark or any discomfort on the right side of your abdomen. Do not ignore it. Do not assume it's age. Do not wait. Ask your doctor for a simple blood test that checks liver enzymes, bilirubin levels, bile acids. These tests can detect liver problems long before serious damage occurs. Your body isn't trying to annoy you. It's trying to protect you. And sometimes, it protects you with an itch. If you've been feeling a strange itch on your chest, shoulder, or upper back that refuses to go away, even when you scratch it, change your clothes, or apply creams, pay attention. Because for people over 70, this kind of itch can be much more than a skin issue. Doctors are now warning that persistent itching in the upper front or upper back area is often linked to hidden conditions like nerve compression from the spine, diabetic nerve damage, very common after age 70, shingles, which can become severe if not treated quickly, and in rare, but serious, cases, early signals of heart trouble. Here's the shocking part that most seniors don't know. Magnifying glass tilted left. Medical research shows that unexplained itching on the left side of the chest or upper back can sometimes be a nerve-related symptom of heart disease. Not pain, not pressure, not the classic heart attack signs. Just a stubborn itch. No visible rash. No redness. Nothing on the skin at all. Why does it happen? Because when the nerves around the heart or chest area become irritated, or when blood flow is weakening, they can send confused signals to the skin. Your brain translates that confusion as itching, and many seniors ignore it for months. Real story. Paul, 76, kept feeling a patch of tingly itch on the left side of his chest. No rash. No bumps. Just an itch that came and went. His family brushed it off as winter skin. But he felt something wasn't right. After a checkup, doctors discovered his heart was under severe strain. The itch was his body's way of whispering for help before the real symptoms appeared. That small itch may have saved his life. What to look for? If your chest or upper back itch comes with lightheadedness, unusual fatigue, shortness of breath, chest tightness, shoulder discomfort, or it gets worse with movement or stress, ! Do not wait. Do not guess. Do not self-diagnose. Go to the doctor immediately. Your nerves can feel trouble before you do. Your skin might be warning you in the only language it has. Your feet may be the lowest part of your body, but when it comes to your health, they often speak the loudest. And one of the most important signals they send, especially after age 70, is persistent, unexplained itching. Most people think itchy feet are just dryness, just socks, or just old age. But doctors warn that foot itching in seniors can be a sign of much bigger problems happening inside the body. Here's what it may actually mean. Diabetes developing or worsening. Early nerve damage, a fungal infection that your immune system can't fight off anymore. Poor circulation, kidneys struggling to filter toxins. Electrolyte imbalance. Skin breakdown from vascular issues. Your feet are the farthest from your heart, so they often show problems before any other part of your body does. The warning signs you must pay attention to. If your feet itch and you also feel tingling, burning, numbness, pins and needles, sharp electrical pains, cold feet even in warm rooms, this may be the first stage of neuropathy, nerve deterioration that can drastically reduce your independence and your life expectancy if ignored. Neuropathy can slowly damage your ability to walk, your balance, your reflexes, your ability to feel injuries, your circulation, your skin's healing ability. Many seniors don't realize this. Warning: a tiny scratch on a numb foot can turn into an ulcer. An ulcer can turn into infection. An infection can lead to amputation or life-threatening complications. All from an itch that seemed harmless. Real story. Maria, 81, used to complain her feet were driving her crazy. The itch would wake her up at night. She tried lotions, powders, and dryer sheets in her shoes. Nothing helped. When she finally got checked, her blood sugar was extremely high, and her nerves had already started deteriorating. The itch was her body begging for attention long before the real damage showed up. With treatment, she avoided severe complications, but she wishes she hadn't waited. Bottom line: never ignore itchy feet, ever. If the itching lasts more than a few days, or you notice numbness or burning along with it, backhand index pointing right, get tested for diabetes. Backhand index pointing right, get your circulation checked. Backhand index pointing right, get your nerves examined. Your feet can warn you about problems years before other symptoms appear. And sometimes, that warning is what saves your life. If this video opened your eyes, if even one of these signs made you think, "I've felt that before," then don't stay silent. Drop a comment below saying, "Speech balloon, I'm paying attention now." Your comment might inspire someone else to finally listen to their body. And if you want more videos that protect your health, strengthen your future, and help you live longer with clarity and confidence, play button subscribe. Play button turn on notifications. Play button share this with someone over 70 who needs this information right now. Remember, your body doesn't lie. It whispers before it ever screams. And the sooner you listen, the longer and stronger your life will be.